Good morning, everybody. Oh, she's a crisp, cool morning down here in the low country. I love it. I love mornings like this. You can give me the 30s and the 40s and the 50s all day long. I love it. As long as the wind's not blowing too bad, and today it's not, I love being out in this weather. Summer, y'all can have it. I love me some fall and some winter. So, oh, ow, a little bit of a stump there. We're back out here on this mulching job we've been working on. This is day 3. I got 6 hours in on Saturday. I got a full 8 in yesterday. We're going to get another full 8 in today, Lord willing. So got the machine fueled up, greased up, got the teeth sharpened on the mulcher. So let's take a look at what we got, and we'll get started. All right, got the Mini sitting here, and like I said, got her fueled up, got her greased up, got these teeth on the TMC Kinsella THI 75, got them sharpened this morning, and I thought these were a top sharpened tooth, but they're actually, I called the engineer this morning, I FaceTimed him over in Spain. I was like, are you sure these are top? And he's like, no, they're bottom. And I was like, oh, okay. It just made me think that they were top because of this right here, but they're actually a bottom sharpen, which is fine. I thought that they were, but I just wanted to confirm that. So I gave them a little bit of an edge, and I'm really happy with the wear so far with these. I've got 10 hours on them, and they barely look like they've been used. So I just had to kind of touch them up with the grinder this morning just to give them a little bit of an edge, but that really didn't have to, but I went ahead and did it anyway. But I am loving this THI 75. I love this mulcher head. I really do. I'm not one to BS anybody. If I don't like something, I'll let it be known. But I really have loved enjoying running this mulcher head on this size machine. It does a great job. The weight of this, it pairs perfectly with this size machine. So it's doing 2,900 on the RPM, and she recovers very quickly. So we've got some stuff to mulch in here. So I did all of this basically from where the truck is. I got all of that done yesterday, and you can see why I'm coming through here with the Mini, because see how tight together these trees are and stuff in here. I mean, that's like right between those. It's really tight in here. I mean, you see how clustered together those pines are. There's just not a lot of room for that big skid steer, that big ASV in here to get all this stuff underbrushed out. So it is a little slower going through here with the Mini, but it's much more thorough because I'd have to come back through here with the Mini anyway and touch all this stuff up. So it's just a lot easier to come through here with the Mini and just do it once and be done with it. So we'll start back here at this cut right here. Weave our way through here, finish out this block. I don't have a whole lot left to go. We're going to leave a buffer along this back edge going back to that neighborhood by about 10 feet. And we're also leaving about a 10-foot buffer on the back. So really it's just this little block right here I got to finish up, and then once that's done, we'll start and try to get as much of that done over here on this side done today as well. And then the only thing that'll be left is just kind of clean up this front a little bit, and that back edge over there, we're going to clean up it completely as well. So let's get to grinding. If you're liking what you're seeing with this awesome TMC Kinsella mulcher and you're looking to get one for your landscaping or land services needs, please contact my friends over at CCE Equipment. They are a full line dealer of TMC Kinsella equipment. They have heads for excavators, skid steers, and PTO tractors. And if you're interested in getting one, there is a link in the description below along with a phone number, and you can use the promo code IDIGIT and they will hook you up with anything that you need. Thanks, guys. much fun to run. Finish out today strong. Well, it's 3 o'clock and I just spent the last 20 minutes or so breaking this thing open because we had a little bit of a complication here. So I noticed some hydraulic oil seeping out of this panel here, and I thought it would be So these lines come in and go through, and I figured it might be one of these fittings right here, maybe just got a little loose. But what has happened here, and this is not a TMC issue, it's an issue with this hydraulic motor. So, and these are Bosch Rexroth hydraulic motors. They're great motors. Almost every mulching company out there uses, if they're worth a salt, they use these Bosch Rexroth hydraulic motors. They are great motors. I can't say anything bad about them. But I turned the thing on. I mean, there was oil everywhere. I didn't know where it was coming from. Finally come to find out it was coming out of this little 90 that comes out. I don't even know what this line does, because this is your, that's your case drain right there. So you got pressure, so pressure return, and then you have this case drain, which is like a pressure relief line that lets out pressure inside the motor. These piston motors have to have these case drains. A gear motor like the one on the Prenoth does not. So I don't know what this little line does. It just circles back and goes right back there into the block. It makes a loop. I don't know what it does, but there's a little O-ring right in that 90 that looks like it's gone bad because the oil was coming up out of that. So that right there will ruin your day. Stupid little thing like an O-ring. So I don't have an O-ring kit with me because I usually don't have issues with O-rings, so maybe that's my fault. But luckily the hydraulic shop is just down the road, so I'm gonna go down there and get a O-ring. Maybe just go get a whole kit, but regardless, but it's the stupid little things like this in forestry mulching that will just aggravate the crap out of you. So all right, let me go get an O-ring, and then we'll come back, get this thing put all back together. And one thing I will give TMC credit for is look at all these panels. So I've got every panel on this thing open except for the top mount. So if you take this, unbolt this top mount, that whole thing opens up too. But look at all this access to get into this thing. All these access panels, this thing's great. To be able to get to all your stuff. And if you took this off, if I had to, I could unbolt that if I absolutely had to and get even more stuff, but I don't. But they really thought this thing out when they made it. So it's really easy to get in there and get some light in there and figure out where that was coming from. So let's go get an O-ring. All right, no more leaks. It was definitely the O-ring in that. She didn't even charge me for the O-ring, which was awesome, and gave me a couple extras too. So Carolina Hydraulic Hose in Conway, love those people. They are awesome. Jackie and her whole crew over there are great people. And they probably gave me that little O-ring and a few extras for free, considering how much money I've spent there over the years on fittings and hoses and more hoses and God knows what else. So, yeah. So, stupid little O-ring. But if you didn't have at least one hydraulic leak during the day, did you even mulch? Are you even mulching, bro, if you don't have at least one hydraulic leak? So, that whole ordeal is probably going to put me about hour behind. Yeah, if I can get this thing back together, we'll have enough. I think I got enough daylight for another hour and a half's worth of work or so. So let's get all these panels put back on and screwed back together. And we got a little bit left in that corner down there, and just to kind of clean up this line a little bit. Maybe we can get that done for the end of the day. Let's see. right, sun's going down and we just in time to get that done after dealing with that O-ring, but got all that cleaned up back there through the corner. And like I said, we're leaving about a 10-foot buffer along this edge. No big deal there. So I got that edge really quick cleaned up all through there. So all this looks good, but now that this is open up through here, so this side's done except for just a few things in the front I got to get with the skid steer. You can see how tight these trees are in here. There was just no way getting the skid steer in here was going to work. There's a few areas that, like right here and like over there, that are open, but for the most part this is just a cluster of pine trees in here that just getting that big 120 in here was just not gonna work. Not gonna work. So yeah, the Mini it had to be, and it did a great job. This looks good. Owners are super happy. They came by here yesterday. They weren't here today, but they stopped by yesterday and saw what I had done, and they were super happy with everything. So yeah, this looks good. I think this is going to turn out nice. So we'll I got calls, I got conference calls and looking at jobs tomorrow, but I'll be back on Friday and we'll bring the skid steer over here on Friday. I may be able to get it into that side over there. I think there's a little bit less timber over there, bigger trees. Maybe I can get it in over there to get a few things done, and then we'll finish up the front and try to get this done on Friday. If not, we'll finish up everything on Saturday. But it's getting dark. I'm gonna park this thing and we'll be back Friday. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. I am loving the TMC. Glad we were able to get that O-ring in the motor taken care of. Man, look at the teeth too. They hardly have no wear on them. They are, I'm really happy with the wear on the teeth too so far. If you guys can see that, I know it's a little dark, but teeth are holding up very well, so all is well. All right, I'm out of here. I gotta go get the dog and it's dinner time, so I'll see you guys later. Bye everybody.